Connecticut are you from?
I'm from New Haven, Connecticut.
What inspired you to start your craft, to pick up working in music, to start doing production?
When I originally started, I started like production and being an artist in 2003.
Okay.
And from there, like it progressed to where it is now. When I started, I didn't know anything about going to a studio or working with other people. I basically had to figure out, okay, we want to record, so what are we gonna do? Found a program, found a computer mic, and that was my first song, like, legit on the computer channel in 2003. You ain't know nothing about a studio, none of that. And I just slowly, I studied it, and even now, like I tell people, like even today, like I'm doing this now, but I'm still studying. I'll pick up a book, I'll watch a video, I'll talk to people. I have a mentor, so it's always stuff to learn with music, especially with engineering. It's always growing, there's always new equipment, technology is changing every day.
Who is Skoolonthedaboards?
I'm just me, I'm music. I love this. It's not a hobby, it's not just a job, it's everything. Like, I went to school for cooking, got a degree, and it's just sitting because I love music. I'm an engineer first, producer, songwriter, and every now and then I'll get on a song, maybe throw a hook on it or something, write something for somebody, but like, I'm an engineer.
Who actually motivates you to do what you do?
It's so much, like it's the music that I hear every day, it's the people that I work with, it's the people I see in the industry, it's people like you. It's motivation can come from anywhere. Like I can walk outside and it can just be 60 to 80 degrees in between somewhere, and I'm just like, this is motivating. I don't have one motivation. It comes from everywhere, from everything.
Music is a very competitive industry, and I know that a lot comes with it. Everybody's trying to do music is so full of so many different genres and so many different things. What separates you from everybody else that's trying to do the same thing that you're trying to do right now?
When I work, I don't focus on the next person. Yeah, people are in competition, but if I focus on what this engineer is doing or what this producer is doing, then I'm not focusing on myself. And if I'm not focusing on myself, they're automatically beating me. I don't even compare my stuff to an engineer down the street. Whatever they do is what they do. What I do is what I do. And some people like what I do. Some people like what another person does. You either gonna like it or you're not. And you can't please everybody. Like, at the end of the day, you can't please everybody. Even artists that's already in the industry, they can't please everybody. They can sell 5 million records. There's gonna be a few people that don't like it. What are you gonna do?
So for that person who's looking to be the next, who wants to own a studio, who wants to be that video producer, that music producer, that all-around person that you are yourself, being what you've been through at this point thus far, what kind of advice would you give to them? Like, what struggle have you been through that you...
Your best bet is to have a team. Like, I've always had a team, but when it comes to engineering, like, I literally taught myself everything. Like, went out, brought programs, bought equipment, and I had to learn them. But starting off, I didn't have a mentor. And, when people come to me, they want to learn stuff, I'm willing to teach you what I know. To a certain extent, I can't handle taking my job, but, I'm willing to teach people, give them advice, what direction to look in, what book to pick up, what video to watch, what school to look into to maybe even go, building your foundation, building your team. It's a lot to it. It's definitely not an easy task. Since 2003, it's over 10 years. I'm just building my foundation. I just got my foot to the door, not even in the door. I got my foot to the door, and I'm knocking. Soon I might be kicking the door down. I'm ready. And if you really want it, you have to work for it. And I definitely feel like I've been working for it. You know, the people that I do have in my circle, they've been working too. Like it has been, you know, a collaboration. I do have people in my circle. But like I said, you know, like with wanting the studio, like I have a business partner. But as far as like, you know, my team, like, you know, I legit was like, yo, studio. You know what I mean? You know, some people couldn't, you know, take part into it or, you know, financially or whatever, but it's still my team. We still ECA to the day.
I like that.
You
I
know
know. I remember ECA from back in the day, but I don't know if everybody else know ECA.
A lot of people don't even know about ECA. We still, you know, walk around, repping City Alliance, City Allies, earning cash always, whatever you want to call it. You know, many names, but that's the team right there. That was back when I was rapping. Not like it was too far back, but you know, that's when I was rapping. And, you know, we even had a few people that wasn't rapping, but we legit had a team. But we was rocking out heavy every day. And still a team, still my boys, still my fans. You know, ECA, that's the team. David Silent, that's the team.
Or do you feel like everybody from your past team is still the same people that you thought they were, and you can continue to grow with those people?
Like everybody, no matter what, will always be an asset to the team. Somebody can always do something. And, you know, I'm sure everybody will do something when the time is right. But there's still stuff I don't even know.
Yeah.
And somebody else on the team may know, or somebody even outside the team may know. A lot of people are supporting us, I should say. Supporting the whole team. It's nice to actually have that support, especially being in the city that we live in, because it's something that we lack in, like compared to a lot of states, a lot of other cities. Like we lack support, we lack an original sound. You know, everybody wants to copy every other style and stuff like that. It's not supposed to be like that. You hear New York got their own style, Philly got their own style, LA, ATL, Detroit, you know what I mean?
Right.
All these places got their own style, and then it's Connecticut.
We have so much talent in Connecticut.
A lot of talent, from producers, to artists, to engineers, to graphic design, people that do video, you know, all that. There's a lot of talent out here, and we get overlooked because of how we are. It's changing. So
I agree. Do you feel like you're a change maker?
I'm a part of the change.
You're a part of the change.
I'm part of the change.
School on the Board. Where did that name come from? School on the Boards. Give me the background to School on the Boards, because I've heard it so long. I personally want to know. How'd you get that name?
Well, you know, when I rap, it used to be schoolboy and all that. So, you know, it's always been schoolboy. And then, you know, I started focusing more on engineering. So when we doing the songs, you know, I wouldn't know what my boys is writing, but they get on the song, they're like, call it a track, got School on the Boards, and, you know, stuff like that.
I like that.
So eventually, I just like, I keep hearing this on this song, that song, that song. So I changed my Twitter name to School on the Boards, and then I was like, yo, I should use this. Like, I'm more focused on engineering, you know, I'm on the boards, and you know, it just, you know, it blew up, so to speak. Everybody, like, oh, school on the board. People see me, you know what I mean? That they know that's me.
Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I'm not gonna say in the industry, because I already feel I'm in the industry. I'm not mainstream. I'm still, you know, in the industry, but locally or underground. But I do feel like I'll be in the industry mainstream. Whether it's under a label or independent or whatever, but I do feel like I'm in the right path to make some noise and, you know, get noticed and, you know, continue to do what I love, just to a bigger audience. I'm not gonna forget about nobody out here. I'm not gonna. The studio, whether it's still in this location or down the street or wherever, the Haven Sound Lounge is here.
Okay.
Like, I want this to be history. I want this to be a landmark. You know, something good for the community. You know, I get people that's, you know, like young, still in high school that comes here, and, you know, I like to see that, and they're actually trying to do something positive. Whatever they do when they leave here is what they do. That's for anybody, but when they're here, you know, I like to see that, because, you know, I see that you're trying to make something happen. Even so, what if everybody raps? You're trying to make something happen. It's somebody that rap that's scared to do it, so you're doing it. I could become mainstream. I could, I can make, changes and, just help the industry, because the industry has changed a lot.
What do you want the world to know about School on the Boards?
I want the world to know that, I don't know, I'm coming for whoever's the best engineer. So I want that title, the best engineer, the best producer, all around producer, not just, making beats and stuff like that. Like, I want to be the best, but I want people to know that, I'm humble. Like, I don't, I'm not out here bragging at this person or that person. I just do it. And, I promote myself, but not in a way where it sounds like I'm cocky or, this or that. And I just want people to know that, I feel like I'm genuinely a good person, whether it's with music or behind. But if I got advice for you, I'm a, try this, try that. You know what I mean? And that's the problem with a lot of other people. They're just, okay, you're in my place, you're this, that, and that. You got to do it my way. It's not my song to tell people that they can either take my advice or not take it. But at least I know I tried. I'm here to help, because without engineers, then you don't have any recordings. I mean, people can do it on their own, but it's not going to be the same as going to an engineer and getting it mixed, or going to a mastering engineer. It's not going to be the same. But thank you for having me. I appreciate it.